Hello and welcome to Shell Point Today for Monday, March 21st. I'm Rich Nation. On today's show, we'll learn all about the assisted living springtime tea and tours that begin this week at the Arbor, Springs, and next week at Kings Crown. The annual Shell Point photo contest and show begins today, and we'll hear all about it from Dotty Morrison and John Ippensen. And finally, resident Harry Lanbo will talk about his library book talk that takes place tomorrow. It's time once again for a Do You Know Your Neighbor event, and this month's featured location in the U.S. is the city of Chicago. It's one of the largest cities in the country and known for its bold architecture and skyscrapers. If you are a native of Chicago, have visited the Windy City, or have a deep interest, then come meet other Shell Point residents who all have something in common to share at the Social Center this Wednesday at 2:15. It's not too early to be making your dining plans for the weekend. I realize all the stores these days have colorful displays of jelly beans, marshmallow bunnies, chocolate bunnies, candied eggs, and tons of other things to put you on a sugar high that will send you through the clouds. But before getting too carried away, don't spoil your appetite before sitting down at one of Shell Point's dining locales for a delicious meal that's oh so much better for you. The Palm Grill will be open from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Easter Sunday, and you can enjoy brunch at the Crystal from 10:30 to 2:30 p.m. or go for a lighter fare at the Island Cafe from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. If you're having Peter Cottontail and his entire family over for dinner, well then you'll need to plan for a really large gathering, won't you? No worries, the Crystal is offering an Easter family feast, but you must order by today. For details on all of these Easter dining options, consult this month's issue of Shell Point Life. And now, Rita Southern, Director of Assisted Living, is coming to talk to us about the springtime tea and tours that take place tomorrow at the Arbor, Thursday at the Springs, and next week at the Kings Crown. Transitioning through the continuum of care at Shell Point is designed to be as seamless as possible, and Rita is going to tell you how to begin.
Hi, I'm Rita Southern. I'm the Director of Assisted Living and Resident Support Services, and I'm here today to invite you to our Spring Assisted Living Tea and Tour events. Each year, we give residents the opportunity to learn about the assisted living services offered here at Shell Point and to provide you with the opportunity to take a tour of the Kings Crown, the Arbor, and the Springs. These events will include an informational presentation, refreshments, meet and greet with your case managers, and the opportunity to tour each building. Residents are welcome to bring your families with you if they're visiting. The Arbor Tea and Tour will be held on Tuesday, March 22nd at 9 a.m. The Springs Tea and Tour will be held on Thursday, March 24th at 2:30 p.m. and the Kings Crown Tea and Tour will be held on Thursday, March 31st at 10 a.m. If you are interested in attending one or more of these events, please call 454-2077 today to RSVP. You are welcome to attend a full presentation and tour at one event, and if you just want to tour the other two buildings, we're happy to accommodate that as well. Please let us know that you would like a tour only when you are RSVPing. I look forward to seeing you soon.
The annual Shell Point photo contest and show is underway beginning today, and you can join them tomorrow evening in the Resident Activities Center for a big gala where the winners will be announced. Dotty Morrison and John Ippensen are standing by to tell us about the show.
Hi, I'm Dotty Morrison, and I'm here with John Ippensen. We're here to talk about this year's Shell Point photo contest and show, and the exhibit that is now running in the rack at the Island. We also want to invite you to the gala. Hi, John.
Hi.
So this is a very exciting time of year.
For the photographers especially.
It really is. And how many residents do we have participating this year in the contest and show?
We have 48 residents and 219 entries. So
wow.
That makes an average about 4.6 per resident, which is a little higher than the past, but that might be explained by the fact that we have decreased the number of categories from 11 to 10. So.
Yeah, talk about the category changes. What have we done different this year?
Well, we have changed the names of at least one. What was the bird category is now called birds, bees, bugs, and butterflies. And so that incorporates a little more than just the birds, of course.
Yes.
And we have reintroduced the abstract. We missed a year on that, but brought it back. And then we have included a category of reflections, which is the first year for that. And incidentally, that is the highest number of entries was in the reflections, the new category.
Really? Even though it's brand new? Well, that's exciting.
Yes.
Okay.
So we, tried to instill the interest in the show by having some variety in the categories and in the photographers themselves.
Right. And one of the rules is that these photos all have to be taken within the last 2 years.
Yes, they do. And we have eliminated the all-time favorite category, which we've had in the past, because photography is a skill that requires continued practice and learning.
Of course.
And so we want and encourage people to continue to shoot and to take photographs throughout the years and the last 2 years in order to be able to submit something to the photo contest. It's a learning process too, and so we would encourage people who have an interest to attend the photo club where they can get their photographs critiqued and also to watch DVDs, which are educational to improve their skills.
And we've watched some people really grow, haven't we?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Now, we also have some residents like you and me who are not competing anymore for ribbons, but we instead participate in the show. And tell us about that.
Well, that's a non-judged portion of the show, which the people who have won some significant amount of prizes in the past can enter a theme of 6 photographs.
Who's participating this year in this category?
Well, you, of course, and Herb Sklar, and Lester Davidson, and Solly Rich, and myself.
All right, so we have 5 of us, and I was really challenged to do something brand new, and so I'm pretty excited about it.
Well, I was too. I've like to think that I can expand my capabilities now and then, so it was interesting.
With the encouragement of the club. So I always look forward to the gala. That's held on Tuesday night, and that's when all the ribbons are announced. It's so fun to watch people just waiting to know if they're going to win a ribbon, and we have every year people who have never won in a photo contest before. Tell us when that's happening.
That's going to be on Tuesday, March 22nd at 7:15 p.m. And so we would encourage anybody that has an interest in photography or to see who's going to be the winners to attend that.
We like for everybody's neighbors to come because then they're patting them on the back and excited. Yeah.
And I would think it might be interest to people to attend the show beginning on that Sunday, the 20th. And maybe take their cell phones and make a judgment who won each category, and then bring that and see if they agree with the judge.
Yeah, so take notes on. We're not advocating taking pictures with cell phones, but
taking notes of who they think
will win. Yes,
and then they can bring their phones and say, "Oh, I guessed that one right."
So the show is up starting Sunday, the 20th.
Correct.
And goes until when?
The April 1st.
All right. So we hope lots of people come by. If they can't make it to the gala, they can come by and see the photos, enjoy them, see who won the ribbons, and it's pretty exciting.
It's a very interesting time.
Okay. We hope to see all of you there, and we hope you enjoy this year's show.
There's a library book talk happening tomorrow in the Social Center at 2:15. Harry Lanbo of Sand Dollar will be reviewing John Marshall's book, Wide Open World. This is a compelling story about one family's journey around the world volunteering. Here's Mr. Lanbo with more details.
Hello, I'm Harry Lanbo, and I'm here to tell you about the library book talk you'll hear on Tuesday. The book is Wide Open World, about how volunteering around the globe changed one family's lives forever. John Marshall needed a change. His 17-year-old son was about to leave home, and his 14-year-old daughter was lost in cyberspace. Desperate to get out of a rut and reconnect with his family, John thought of a trip around the world, and he had an idea that would make the globe affordable and meaningful. The family would volunteer their time and energy to others in far-flung locales. There is a name for this, voluntourism, and it might just be the future of travel. John and his wife quit their jobs, pulled their children out of school, and embarked on a 6-month journey that took them to a monkey sanctuary in Costa Rica and they labored on farms in New Zealand, taught English to villagers in Thailand, and cared for orphans in India. A once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to conquer personal fears, strengthen family bonds, and find their true selves by helping those in need. The trip offered little rest. Oppressive heat, grueling bus rides, back-breaking work, and spider monkeys. Best family vacation ever. I think you'll enjoy the story. That's Tuesday, March 22nd at 2:15 in the Social Center.
And now it's time to take a look at today's happenings, Academy news, menus, and Village Church connections. Right after this Listening to the Words preview from David Howenstein.
Our calendars start the new year in January, but in many ways it's March that gets us moving. The time when we can spring ahead. This year, March 13th, we started saving daylight. On the 20th, we woke to the first day of spring. On the 27th, Easter Sunday, we honor how execution was transformed into resurrection and new life. On this week's Listening to the Words, let's take a deep breath and savor life. Hear a local story of how the Easter Bunny became a puppy dog. A history of the bougainvillea by Shell Point's landscape manager. A Shell Pointer shares a personal memory of the power of an indestructible life. Someone imagines a parable of Jesus offering seeds of dreams. A Shell Point resident finds a way to move past her fears and worries. And finally, the beautiful words of an essay titled, "To be Blessed by an Ocean." David Howenstein reminding you to share with Shell Point newcomers the presence of these Listening to the Words programs, which appear on Shell Point's Channel 12 twice each hour, all through all 7 days each week. And they can catch up on this program 225 and any of the preceding programs at my Shell Point webpage at www.shellpoint.net/listening. As always, thank you for listening to the words.
Hello and welcome to the Happening segment of Shell Point TV. I'm Caitlin Van Scoy.
And I'm Bev Chandley.
And we're here to give you all of Monday's activities. We start at 8 o'clock with men's match play tennis at the Woodlands, followed by virtual bowling in the Resident Activity Center at 8:45. 9:15 is the time for the billiards group to be meeting in the Resident Activity Center. Also at 9:15, Lollygaggers Paddlers will be heading out from their kayak storage for their weekly outing. Another 9:15 activity is pottery down in the pottery studio. At 10 o'clock, we have men's match play tennis at the Woodlands tennis courts. Also at 10, the Suzy Q heads out to Matanzas on the Bay. You do need to sign up for that trip. At 10:30, we have Disciple Men's Bible Study Group in the Woodlands Game Room. And at 10:45, we have table tennis playing clinic in the Island Tunnel. That's it for the morning. Here's Bev for the afternoon.
Thank you, Caitlin. We have Mahjong being played in the Sable Room at 12 o'clock. And at 1:15, we have Samba in the Resident Activity Center. Tone chimes will be in the Osprey Room at 1:15. And from 1:30 to 3:30, the Model Train Room will be open for tours. We have a program at 1:30, Presidents and their First Ladies. That'll be in the Grand Cypress Room of the Woodlands. And the Beady-Eyed Bead Club will be in the Oak Room at 2 o'clock. At 3 o'clock, we have a Health Connections class, Pilates Stretch. That'll be in the Tarpon Room. And the Shell Point Singers will be rehearsing in the Village Church Choir Room at 3:15. At 4:30, we have a dinner outing heading to Two Meatballs in the Kitchen. Court pickups begin on the island at 4:30, 4:40 for the Woodlands, and 4:50 for Eagles Preserve in the estuary. The singles table at the Crystal Dining Room will be available at 5 o'clock. And at 6:15, those who have a community concert series pass will be picked up at the island at 6:15, Woodlands at 6:25, and 6:35 for Eagles Preserve and Estuary. We have beginner square dancing in the Tarpon Room at 6:30. And we also have 6:30 duplicate bridge game down at the Game Room of the Woodlands. The Play Readers Cafe will be in the Social Center at 7:15. And at 7:30, we have square dancing in the Tarpon Room. That's currently full. We're sure happy to see you here today, and we will see you back here again tomorrow.
Hi, I'm Terry Colath with your Academy information for Monday. At 10 o'clock, we have a stress management class in the Grand Cypress Room of the Woodlands. Sign up is required. At 10:15, we have an iPad class on contacts beginning in the Manatee Room of the Island. Please sign up at either service desk. At 10:30, we welcome everyone to Anatomy of Words in the Oak Room of the Woodlands. At 1:15, our intermediate iPad class continues in the Technology Teaching Center on the island. I'd like to tell you what's coming up tomorrow in the Academy. An iPhone, What's in the Air, and iCloud class with Bruce Findlay of Sundial.
Menus for Monday. In the Crystal Room, the Crystal Platter is jerk chicken with mixed grilled vegetables and jeweled rice. The dinner special is Old Home Cooking Night for $13.95. The soup of the day is beef noodle. In the Island Cafe for lunch, the special is a Philly cheesesteak panini with fries for $7.75. The dinner special is crab cakes with yellow rice and fresh fruit for $8.75. And the Palm Grill is closed on Mondays. All menus are available 24 hours a day at www.shellpoint.net.
Hi, I'm Randy Woods. It's a privilege to serve as the Minister of Worship and Music here at the Village Church at Shell Point. And again this year, I'm privileged to talk to you about our Season of Praise concert series. As in the past, this year we will continue to present some outstanding inspirational concerts and programs throughout the season. In Easter, we're looking forward to having Rachel Park with us. Rachel is a phenomenal musician as a pianist and an organist. As she's finishing her doctorate program this season, she'll be presenting a solo recital. She had been with us in January with the King's Brass as their accompanist, but now as a pianist and an organist, she will share in our Easter celebration, playing for the Sunday morning service, as well as a Sunday night solo concert on Easter Sunday. And then we conclude the Season of Praise concert series in April with Tenore, which is a 3-tenor male ensemble. Very unique and certainly winning a lot of awards. These young men serve in churches throughout the country as worship leaders, as soloists, and they combine their hearts, their talents, their voices for a special concert in April. The Season of Praise continues with these exceptional opportunities for us to gather and worship, to celebrate God's goodness through the arts. So I trust that you'll get your tickets and join us. You can come to the church and get your tickets right here at the church during regular office hours, or you can go online at shellpoint.org/SOP for Season of Praise. There's a brochure available at the church as well as the Activity Center. You can get your copy, but be sure to get tickets, $10 per person for each of those concerts, and we look forward to seeing you throughout the season as we share in this celebration of praise unto the Lord.
Thanks for joining us for today's program. Watch again tomorrow when we will learn about a Health Connections class on hearing aids from Jack Adams and Heather Batty. Bev Chanley will get us in the mood for a hockey outing coming up this weekend, and Melanie Brode will team up with Heather Batty for a fit tip. Until then, this has been Shell Point Today for Monday, March the 21st. I'm Rich Nation, thanking you for joining us today, and we look forward to seeing you again tomorrow.